Hello, everyone, and welcome to this month's Veeam 100 show. My name is Sophia Mohammed, and I'm a community analyst here at Veeam, and I'm joined by many guests, as you can probably see, because this is a very special edition of the Veeam 100 show. Like last month, we're highlighting our projects from our 2024 Veeam Community Hackathon. And with me today, I have my co-hosts, Maurice Kavanagh, Veeam Vanguard and Veeam Community Hackathon co-founder, as well as our guest from the team that will be presenting today. We have Veeam legend Shane Williford, we have Mikhailo Kolenko, experienced QA analyst here at Veeam, as well as Jorge de la Cruz, senior product manager here at Veeam. How is everyone doing today?
Good.
Fantastic.
Great, thanks.
Awesome.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for joining. And welcome back, Maurice. Maurice was on the show last year when we discussed the hackathon, so glad to have him back. Our group today is joining from across the globe. We have people coming in from the US, the Netherlands, the UK, and the Czech Republic. Be sure to let us know where you're joining us from in the comments. We would love to know. This is our 18th Veeam 100 show, so if this is your first time joining, maybe you're not familiar or you're always here every single month, welcome back. This is a monthly show we do on the first Thursday of every month, and it's a chance for our Veeam 100. This is our top technical advocates for Veeam, our legends, our vanguards, our MVPs, to showcase a project that they're passionate about sharing with the wider community. And we're glad to have this special edition where they get to showcase projects from the Veeam Community Hackathon. But before we discuss the Veeam 100 show project today and the hackathon, let's get an introduction of this group. Who is everyone? Maurice, would you like to start?
Yeah, for sure. So if you know me from last year, my name is Maurice Kavanagh. I am a Veeam Vanguard, the co-founder of the Veeam Community Hackathon, together with Jonah, who you might have seen the last Veeam 100 show a month ago, I think. Aside from that, I am a senior cloud engineer and also an object first ace.
Nice. Thanks, Maurice. Shane?
Hi, Shane Williford. I'm based in the Kansas City area. I work as a customer in the education space. I'm a Veeam legend and a local Veeam user group leader, and my daytime role is systems architect. So I was part of this project with Jorge and Mikhailo, and was just really in the testing phase for that, but happy to be on here and discuss our project a little bit further.
Thanks, Shane. Mikhailo, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi guys, so my name is Misha and I work as a QA engineer at Veeam. I'm doing performance testing and I was glad to participate in this event and to make some applications that can be used in the future, maybe. So
Awesome.
Let's talk about it.
Jorge, would you like to introduce yourself for those that don't know you?
Yes, hello, my name is Jorge de la Cruz. I'm a senior product manager here at Veeam. I have the luck to be working with the product called VeeamONE, the monitoring and reporting for Veeam backup and replication and other products as well. And well, on my spare time, whenever I have that, I really like to tinkle with APIs across all the products, and especially to take that observability somewhere else, like in this project right here that we built last hackathon, or Grafana's, and so on and so forth. So yeah, that's me.
Thanks, Jorge. So we will dive into the specifics of the Veeam Community Hackathon later in the show, but Maurice, for those that are unaware of what a hackathon is, this is the third Veeam Community Hackathon, but can you give us a background of what a hackathon is, what it consists of?
Well, a hackathon is basically a team effort of a group of people who create an application on top of an existing application. In this case, that's the use case for this hackathon, and create something amazing for these already available products that we have from Veeam.
Yeah, thanks, Maurice. And what made you want to start one for the Veeam community specifically? Were you already involved with other hackathons?
I have done hackathons in the past, and I thought, what if we can bring this whole community that we have from all over the world that is already engaging with each other, if we are able to bring them together and create an application that can help everyone out there, well, that would be something great, right?
Amazing. Yeah. And I already see we have a global audience in the chat. Thank you all for commenting. We have people in Ohio, Texas, Canada, Netherlands, Brazil, Switzerland, and Germany so far. Be sure to let us know where you're coming in from if you haven't already. We would love to know. And I have a question for the team before we dive in. What made you want to participate in the Veeam Community Hackathon? Were you involved in other hackathons in the past? Is this your first hackathon?
Well, I'll go first, I guess. Last year was my first hackathon, and that was the main driver. I had never been a part of that. I'm involved with the Veeam community pretty extensively, but had yet to try that. Not a coder per se, dabble in automation, but that's about it. So I wanted to collaborate with others in the team who have been a part of a project like this, coded, and just see what it's all about, collaborating, trying to come up with a tool, a useful tool, hopefully, based on some good products that Veeam already has. Had fun doing it.
That's the most important thing, having fun.
Exactly. Jorge, Mikhailo, any experience with hackathons in the past, or any driver of why you decided to join last year?
So, well, I never participated into any hackathon before, and I think it was same as saying it was the adventure, the adrenaline to have like a very tight schedule, working extra hours, and it was pretty fun. Yeah, it was. I tend to code or try to code some of the stuff solo, but I really wanted to see what we could do with different people into the same group. So yeah, the experience was great. It was pretty intense with everyone sharing ideas in the first hours of the hackathon, and then start developing. So the experience, it was really for the experience. It was great stuff.
So for me, it was fourth hackathon, and it was really different from other hackathons because we had 3 days and usually have only 24 hours to code. So it was more like chill hackathon compared to other.
Didn't it feel super rushed?
Yeah, but also didn't feel any challenge, honestly, because we have chosen quite simple application. It wasn't quite simple to develop, but the idea was simple. And it doesn't mean that idea is bad. It's great and simple. And that's how we keep it in Veeam.
All right.
So that's it.
Would you do it again?
Yeah,
maybe, but without me.
All right. Well, I think we should dive into this application that you all built. What do you say?
Let's do it.
Great. Get into the PowerPoint.
Yeah, let's start with the origin of the idea. Jorge, can you tell us something about the origin of the idea?
Yes, yeah, absolutely. So the origin of the idea, by the way, this is the idea that it was kind of vote for the team to build, but it was other ideas shared by the members. That's the beauty of going into a group, that you just share different ideas. Vote for them. We were considering other ideas that perhaps could have taken more time, or they were more difficult, or with bigger uncertainty. So as Mikhailo mentioned, this idea was, I think, straight to the point, because we had like a 4 kind of main outcomes. We wanted like immediate visualization. We wanted as well to add some interactive filters so you can change things on the fly without complexity. We wanted to have real-time updates for the data. So in the end, it was really an application that you could it could help you change and take decisions depending of the outcome that you were seeing. So yeah, it was we decided to go with this hexagon or honeycomb protection dashboard. So yeah, this was the origin of the idea, just sharing it between all of us and measuring complexity, and really if we could even develop it within the hours that Mikhailo thought they were too much. But yeah, for other people that we are not under the pressure as QA are, right? For us, it was like we really need to take something that we can do within these days. So that was the origin of this.
Cool. Well, That's cool for the idea, but what about features?
So about features, we had idea about 5 key features. So first of all, you need to use VeeamONE, and for that you need to authenticate to it. So we added authentication. You can use your credentials for VeeamONE, and that's it. You can just use it straight away. So how did we do it? We integrated it with REST API, and it just dragging VMs directly from your VeeamONE. So we don't store it anywhere. We just providing it you straight to your UI. So we added some features, like you can filter status, check what VMs are protected, what are unprotected, and make some decisions based on it. So what you want to do with it, leave it like this, or make some more backups. So the other stuff we decided to add is some visualization, because in VeeamONE you have just plain list, and we wanted to make it beautiful, and we decided to make it with honeycombs. So you will be like beekeeper, and you can just take care of all your VMs at once. And also we added changeable RPO settings. So you can check your RPOs for all VMs. Maybe you need some smaller RPOs or larger. It depends on your preferences.
Okay, so, very cool, very cool. Well, that goes, I think, how it works.
So it works also very simply, because you just use VeeamONE that you have. You just need your URL for it, so you can connect to it credentials. Then we just using the common REST API commands that are available to anyone, so they can modify this application if they want to drag some other info about their VMs. And the last thing, we do visualization with it. And we used just JavaScript, so anyone can also edit it and create not honeycombs, but maybe some squares, circles, and so on. And it also uses simple HTML and CSS. So literally anyone with ChatGPT can make their own version of this app.
Yeah, but let's be honest. Hexagons are besticons, right?
Yeah. Not gonna argue with it.
So Shane, can you tell us about the real case usages?
Yeah. So Jorge and Micalo really wanted to make this easy and accessible. And so where can you, or how can you use this tool? Well, a really cool feature is remotely. You can have the ability to use it remotely. You can use it on a mobile device, a phone or tablet. You could turn your phone or tablet certain ways to view the honeycombs, the hexagons in a certain way. And the menus are easy to navigate, or at least the honeycombs are interactive. So you can click on them and get more information about a given workload or VM and see what is up with that. And also this tool is a quick alternative to view instead of navigating through VeeamONE menus. So it's just really easy to use. It's clean and very intuitive.
Very cool, very cool. So Jorge, you gave us this image about the dashboard that you can create. Can you tell us a bit about what you see on this dashboard?
Yes. This is the application, right? This is an image from this probably is my lab from last year. And yeah, the application, as you can see, we cannot see the login because it's already logged in. But then you have like an RPO filter in minutes, and then you can just define there the RPO filter in real time. And whatever then depending on the numbers that you introduce here, the honeycomb changes at the bottom in real time, right? You don't need to press enter or anything. It just, as Mijailo mentioned, it's all in JavaScript, and it refreshes immediately. So that's the beauty of this. Then you have a few filters, protected, warning, unprotected, just in case you do not want to see something there. For example, the protected ones, you might not care because they're okay. You do not need to take any actions, right? You might only want to see warnings and unprotected, for example. So yeah, you can use the filters on the top to make the visualization more according to what you need. I do remember that I think the warnings one, they meant that they were outside RPO, and then unprotected, they meant that they were never protected. You know, they never have a register point. But I do not recall at the moment what were those thresholds, but yeah, you can see the simplicity of the application as and as Shane mentioned, the beauty of this is that it just connects to any VeeamONE server, and then you can just get this visualization immediately, right? Or on the browser, even on the phone, in the case that you want to just port this into or even open it somewhere. It will be very simple. So this is what you see on this application.
Very cool. And I think, if I'm correct, you have a small demo for us, right?
Yeah. If you want to see it live with the login out, let's do it. Yes, I can share the screen, see if it works from my side. Let's see. Just tell me if it works. Hopefully it does. Okay. Let refresh. I might have less VMs now, but anyways, you can see that it's asking for a login, as Mijailo mentioned. So the application itself is not hard-coded anything, right? This can connect to any VeeamONE server that the web browser has access to, right? So yeah, let's put it here. It is, on my case, it's this one, and then I put the port, and then my username and password, which should be this one and this one. Let's see if I'm not mistaken anything. Let's try now. Okay, yeah, there you go. So yeah, I have a few VMs. The honeycomb here, it looks a bit stretched, but this was one problem that we were facing within the coding time. I do remember, right? I was trying to do my lab, and it was looking some sort of okay with the honeycomb. But then when we tried with Shane, I remember lab, he had like hundreds of VMs, and yeah, it was looking much different, and to the point that it was even, you could not even visualize it, right? So that was a fun challenge that we had together with Shane doing his QA, and then Mijailo, myself, and others trying to change the code.
I think it's old version because we had fixed it.
Oh no, this is from the lab. I think is what I bring it from. This is what is on the GitHub code. I just pull it.
Never mind. It shows the main point. So
yeah, it's in the main. Yeah, it shows the main point that is not a stretch as it should be. So yeah, maybe I don't know.
I think with more VMs, it compresses a bit better. I think you guys coded it such that it fixed the issue that we did have before.
Yeah, because we had even the green line on top. Yes, yeah. I don't know. I just pulled it from GitHub, so I don't know what happened. Maybe my mistake. But anyways, this is the idea of the application, right? That you can just change this on real time. You don't care about the protected. You remove them, and then it's just right now. You just have one workload that it's unprotected. Last restore point is very old. You need to take action into this, right? So that's the beauty of the application itself, of the project. And as I mentioned, it was pretty fun to debug some of those issues, connecting to different labs with the team, and really sharing ideas, passing the code from one to other. I think that was a great experience. So.
Yeah.
And the code is on GitHub already. By the way, we will double check if it's the latest code, and then. But anyways, just go there and check on GitHub.
Yeah, that gives us a bridge to the next hackathon, which will be next December. It starts at December 8th, and this time it's for 5 days. So it's a total of 120 hours that you can work on your project instead of the 24 hours that you guys expected, apparently. We got a lot of feedback from people that, well, 1 day and 3 days are a bit short for at least for some of them. So we decided to do it a 5-day hackathon this time. That means less rush for people, more time to code, more time to be with your family, because December is also a special month for everyone, right? With Christmas coming up at that point. So we decided to give you guys a bit more slack and give you 120 hours to do the work.
Maurice, that was actually going to be one of my questions. I know you and Jonah are always working to improve the overall experience of these hackathons. And you mentioned the time increasing, so that's an improvement. Is there anything else new that people can expect for this year's hackathon?
Yeah, for sure. This year, there will be no leader assigned to a group. You as a group need to decide who will be your leader. So I think last year Jorge was part of the leaders, if I'm not mistaken. And this year, people could decide, for example, that Shane will be the leader. But that's on your team to decide what you want to do, instead of telling us, yeah, well, Jorge is your leader. Make sure it works.
And can people sign up with their friends in mind? Like if I want to be on a team with so and so. Okay, good.
Yes, for sure. You can say who you want to be part of your team, and then we try and mix and match those people together as far as possible.
And I think people fear that if they join a hackathon, they have to be this coder, they have to know all of these special skills. Is there any limitation for someone to join this hackathon, or can anyone be a part of it?
Well, the only limitation is that you need to be 18 years or older.
Okay, that's fair.
And other than that, like Shane told, he is more of a tester. Well, for this project, he was more of a tester, and he's not so much a coder. And I think Shane can be a really good example on that it's not just coding.
Right, exactly. Good point, Maurice, and good question, Sophia. Both Chris and I, because Chris was part of our team as well, Chris Childerholz, we were good collaborators with Jorge and Mikhailo, and we gave good feedback, I think, to make the tool better. So it's just about collaboration, experience, and interaction with the team as a whole. Yes, you certainly don't have to have coding experience at all to enjoy and have fun learning through this experience. It's really cool.
Good point, Shane. And a call out from, sorry.
I wanted to say the same thing, I think.
Yeah. Go ahead, Maurice. You're the co-founder, so.
Yeah, well, the co-founder as well, Jonah, says that another improvement that we add this year is that we will have labs available for the team, so you don't have to build your own lab unless you want something really specific in your lab. But there will be pre-built labs with all kinds of applications ready to go.
Awesome. I did have a question for the group, the team that participated last year. What was the most valuable aspect of being part of last year's hackathon? Was it the skills you developed? Was it just meeting new people? Anything that stuck out to you?
Well, I think for me, it was just because I don't really code in depth. Again, I just do automation from a high level. Just the process of bringing a small app to, I would say, production, so to speak, to fruition, the process of that, the layers and the steps involved, as well as meeting new people. I had never met Mikhailo before, so meeting him and then collaborating with everybody was really a good experience. At least that's my take on that.
From my question, from my point of view, did you guys experience any challenges that you found hard to overcome as a team? And what advice would you give to future teams to overcome those?
I have one advice. Look for people with same time zone. It will save you a lot of time.
Fair.
That's what we try to do in as well. Yeah. At least geographical locations, like people from Europe can be 1 or 2 hour time difference, but that should work. America is a bit of a challenge as well with East Coast and West Coast, but it should work. Gives you at least some time with overlaps.
Yeah, So I mean that is good and bad, right? So if you have people from multiple time zones, you have more time to code, right? You just can pass it to the others. It just depends as well how do you see it, right? You can finish some of your work and then pass it to the US guys and so on. So yeah, for me the experience it was very nice to be with the people. Plus, I must say, because we weren't in teams, it was not pictures or anything. We were into the community Discord, right? And Discord, we pretty much do not have usually our names, right? There are nicknames there. There is even, emojis or whatever. As a picture, you do not see who everyone is really, and yeah, that made it even fun, right? It was a bit more anonymous. Of course, I knew Shane is Shane, right? But or Chris, but yeah, they were other members with different nicknames, and it was I don't know, I couldn't. I didn't understand who was on the team, and it made it a bit fun to work outside of working tools in Discord and on GitHub and so on. It was very dynamic.
And Maurice, I know you have a QR code on the screen for people to sign up now. With the last few minutes that we have, would you like to make a call out for people?
Yeah, well, signups are open right now until November 17th. So that gives us a bit of time to create teams and work our magic on the people who are there. If you want to join us and want to sign up and help people like these people here in this call already build an amazing application as well, sign up now, scan the QR code, or go to the link that should be on your screen right now as well, and join the hackathon. Prizes are involved.
Yeah, I have some of the prizes by my side from last year. There's like this mug tumbler situation. We also have this speaker.
Yeah, and this t-shirt.
And there's a t-shirt. It's pinned to the back of my wall. I don't know if you see. And the winning team also got a trophy last year. So a lot of opportunities to win some cool prizes on top of the other great benefits of developing yourself, meeting new people, expanding your network, which I think are prizes enough. But if you need to be rewarded like certain people, those are options as well.
Yeah, and stepping out of your comfort zone. I think that's one of the things that helps as well.
Definitely. Okay, so as we end the show, any pieces of advice for anyone who might be hesitant to join a hackathon, or they're just, they need an extra push? Any last words of wisdom from you all as we close out?
I think my words will be, don't be afraid. There is, ChatGPT, as Michael mentioned, or any other Copilot now. You can really, even without those tools, just join, enrich the team, right? That with your wisdom, it can be just knowledge, it can be QA, it can be lab ideas. You don't need to be a coder. Don't be afraid. If you have the time, I will totally recommend that you just join and then meet other people. And have fun. Hopefully you will have luck with your team wins, and as Sophia mentioned, really great prizes as well. But yeah, don't do it for the prizes, just do it because it's pretty fun experience.
Thanks, Jorge.
Yeah, you should try it because you can see the whole process of application being born, and it's quite interesting.
Yeah, it's a good experience, and
yeah, you can see the result.
Don't think that don't think there's any silly questions or silly suggestions. I know it's a cliche kind of a statement, but it's true. I think that is a fear people have as well, preventing them from joining. Don't let that stop you. It's a really good experience, and I highly recommend it.
Well, good points.
Cool.
Maurice, anything from your side as the co-founder?
Yeah, I must say this is the third year that we're doing this, and I really enjoy the process and seeing every team interacting with each other and doing their best to create a product. And it's fun to see how you guys develop and evolve basically into these great people doing these great projects. It's just really fun to see.
Yeah, I hope everyone in this call participates again this year, and we'll have you back on the show next year. But I really want to thank you all for joining us on the Veeam 100 show today. Thank you, Maurice, for joining as a co-host and for developing this entire project, this Veeam Community Hackathon, alongside Jonah. I want to thank our audience for joining us and tuning in. We will be back next month with another Veeam 100 show as always. Till then, we have a Tech Bite next Thursday with Veeam's Matt Crape and Tyler Jurgens talking about the brand new Veeam software appliance. So make sure to register for that Tech Bite next week. Keep engaged with the community on the Veeam Community Hub, and of course, sign up for this year's Community Hackathon. We would love to see you in December. Till then, we want to just thank you again, and we'll see you next time. Thanks, everyone.